Welcome to another segment of the All-in-One Network with Mukase. We meet again. Thank you very much, and I really wish to thank all those who have subscribed to the channel. And as I said, the All-in-One Network is all about our heritage. We're continuing with the Miriam Makeba story, and as mentioned in the previous episode, about Miriam Makeba's humble upbringings in Riverside in Pretoria. I really wish to encourage you to share the link of the channel to as many people as possible, to friends and family, to colleagues, to people that you know. Let us continue telling our stories and sharing them with our loved ones, and moreover with the young generation. Today I wish to zoom into Miriam Makeba's teenage life, which actually propelled her to realizing her dream. Growing older, life had its own challenges, and Miriam, having to reach the teenage stage, she actually wanted to take care of herself. And this was realized after seeing her mother struggling in raising them, taking care of the house. Remember that this was happening just after Miriam's father passing on. Miriam found work in a suburb called Waverley in Pretoria, a suburb which existed just on the same land where the Kilnerton village was situated. Kilnerton village is one of those black spots that were obliterated after the 1950s group areas. So Miriam, working in Waverley, she was a domestic worker. And Miriam became the live-in domestic worker. It was hard labor. And, having to care for the young children and also doing the chores in the house. So her wages, she always sent home so that her mom could take care of the household. And they fended off hunger in that particular situation. And Miriam, unfortunately, was not paid her third wages. She worked for 3 months. The first 2 months she was paid, and the third month her wages were withheld because her mother withheld her wages, accusing Miriam of stealing her watch. Police were called in, where her room was searched and nothing was found. That is when now Miriam felt abandoning her job, and she went back home. But soon after, she found another job as a maid again, now having to care for little children. And this was still in the same suburb of Waverley. This did not end well with the second family as well. The family undertook a trip to Durban on holiday, and they took Miriam along. Miriam traveled by train down to Durban, while the family drove themselves down there. Upon arrival and having to be out in the beach, Miriam was ordered to pick seashells and fill them in 2 steel gallon tins. Going home, Miriam was not allowed yet again to ride with the family. She had to take a train again back to Pretoria. And when the train reached Pietermaritzburg, everyone were ordered out of the train as now the trains were changing. And everyone should remember that black people were classified as third-class citizens. And this affected, people having to use public transports and amenities. So Miriam was in a train. Now she boarded the train from Pietermaritzburg coming up to Pretoria in her third class. Because first class was reserved for whites. Second class were colored and Indians, and blacks were offered or a reserved seat in the third class. Upon changing trains, Miriam lost the other team. Remember that she had two teams. So Miriam lost the other team upon all the frustrations of having to carry her luggage and also this seashells in the tins. Sorry. So upon that chaos of changing trains and arriving back in Pretoria, Miriam realized that she has lost the second team. And what did she do? She decided not to go back to work. She went straight home to Riverside. And upon arriving home, she found her mom sickly. She was lying in her bed and not particularly well, and everything else had to change now. Because information that actually came was that her mom would have to undergo training as a traditional healer in order for her to get better. So what did Miriam do? Miriam now opted on doing laundry for expatriates, where she earned the meager monies so that she can feed the family. I hope and trust that you find this piece of information valuable, and I really encourage you to subscribe to the channel, share and like, and do not forget to also inform other people that you might know about the channel, and we grow the heritage community together so that our stories should not just vanish. It is something that we definitely need to preserve, cherish, love, learn, and understand. I take this opportunity to thank you until we meet again in the next one, where now we will explore Miriam's young singing life and how she met an opportunity to be on stage.